Hey guys, and thank you for watching my YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about the ThinkPad X tablet. This is the third generation. I've been looking around a lot for a tablet, and I compared the Microsoft Surface Pro. I looked at the ThinkPad tablet as well as the Yoga, but ultimately after watching some reviews I felt the ThinkPad X1 Tablet third generation is what I wanted. Why? Because I'm used to having the keyboard that you find on a ThinkPad, and I wanted something that was lightweight, something that was powerful, had good customer service, and that is Lenovo ThinkPad. So ThinkPad X1, and it has with it 8th generation Intel Core i7-8650U processor with vPro, 1.9 GHz up to 4.2 GHz Turbo Boost, 8 MB cache. Windows 10 Pro. It has a 13 QHD Plus, 3000 by 2000 multi-touch, 16 gigs of LPDDR3 at 2133 megahertz on board. Has a hard drive of 1 terabyte solid-state PCIe NVMe Opal 2.0 M2, and it comes with the 1-year depot warranty. And this, believe it or not, is my price. $15.79. And again, as usual, it has a ThinkPad Pen Pro, the front camera, rear camera. It's 2 megapixels and 8 megapixels respectively. Intel graphics card, the fingerprint reader, and Intel dual band 8265 wireless AC, the 2x2 and Bluetooth 4.1 vPro. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up and go from there. And you fold these over, and on top you'll find the tablet, and it's quite large. This is a 13-inch screen, okay, and you can see the kickstand on the back here, okay, and you have your ports here, which includes the Thunderbolt as well as the USB-C. All right, you have your Lenovo brand here, and your ThinkPad there, and it's a Core i7 vPro 8th generation. All right, you can see the camera here. So let's go ahead and flip open. You can see it's pretty thin. We'll flip open the kickstand here, and you can see the nice watch-like hinge here, which is very strong. Okay, and again, this is also a screen that is Gorilla Glass, so it's very strong. Okay, so let's put this aside, and we'll take a look at the well-known, pretty well-liked ThinkPad keyboard. You can see the red dot here, and that's one of the reasons I like it. I'm just so used to it. It's very durable. It feels nice to type on like any other ThinkPad I've had, and so I wanted to have a powerful yet mobile device. As you can see over here, I do have the workstation. This is the P51. It's quite large, but it is a powerful machine, and I want something that was more mobile, and I can have the ability to write on it in a work setting. So we have here, it snaps on beautifully. Okay, this is magnetic. It just attaches right like that, and very nicely. And then we can take the kickstand in the back, prop it up, and there we go. And you have that same feel that I have on any of my other ThinkPad laptops. And let's get a side view of it. Quite thin, quite light, and that's our machine there. Now what else comes with it? Well, let's take a look. put this aside. And further going into the box here, we have 3 other separate boxes. I'm assuming we're going to have our power cable for charging, as well as the pen. So here's our cable for charging. And I believe it's supposed to be about 9.5 hours of battery life use, which isn't the best out of all of them, but you know, we'll test it, we'll see, depending on what applications we're running and what type of use we're using it for. All right, and we'll, you know, charge it up first and see how it goes. But out of the box, it's beautiful. It's light, it's durable, no regrets at all. And the power cable is your USB-C here, looks like. So power cable will get plugged in onto the side here. Is right there. So plug that in as such. And we'll go and open the remainder of the boxes. So finally, we have a third box here and a fourth one below it. This appears to be some of the instructions, manuals, and again, a setup guide. Put that aside right now. And the final box that we see in here is the pen. And this is the pen here. On the bottom here, you'll see a slot for it. If you're actually wondering where the pen will go for this machine, you'll actually see a pen insert for the holder. Okay? So what we'll do is we'll slide this through, and it slides in just like that. And then your pen can rest just like that. Alright. And again, you can see how thin, very durable, and light, which is what I was looking for. Something that's mobile, something I can take around where I work in my workplace and do the things that I normally would have to sit at a computer and do, but I'm always on the go. I plan on using this in a hospital environment to test the functionality in terms of using the EMR. So this is the initial loading stage. Alright, we're just turning it on for the first time and running Windows 10 Pro. And it's going to go through the whole setup, as you can see. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Tablet. This is the 3rd generation, which just came out recently in April. So I've been in the market for a tablet 2-in-1, and I looked at the Surface Pro, the newest one. Of course, the Intel Core i7 with a 1TB solid state and a 16 gig of RAM. I've looked at some of the Dells. I am a little biased towards Lenovo and ThinkPad because those are the machines I typically use, but when I saw the reviews on the ThinkPad X1 Tablet 3rd generation, I was quite impressed with a lot of it. Not only the performance, the durability, but it's a machine I'm used to using, and that is the ThinkPad, and that is the keyboard. So what we have here is the newest 3rd edition of the X1 Tablet, and we'll take a quick look at it. It is fairly light, not overly heavy. It does weigh in, including the tablet and keyboard, about 2.79 pounds. Just the tablet alone is about 1.69 pounds. So it is something that you can carry around in the office, in the business setting, or wherever you're going. In terms of its size, the beauty of it does have a very nice screen. The screen on this machine is a 13-inch QHD 3K, so it's a 3K multi-touch recording Gorilla Glass, which is nice. You can drop it, which I don't suggest, and you know, it shouldn't break. It does have a 2-megapixel front-facing camera, as well as a 8-megapixel rear. You can see the power cord plugged in here. This is USB-C, and then we also have a USB connector here. You have a camera here. This is the power indicator light, and you have your pen attached here. And you can see the nice hinge here on the stand. And let's remove this for now. And let's open it up and take a look. So this machine that I'm running here is actually a i7 8650U 8th generation vPro. So this is one of the top end ones. It comes with Windows 10 Pro. It has an integrated UHD graphics 620 Intel. It actually has a 1 terabyte solid state drive and 16 gigs of RAM. In comparison, the Surface Pro, the new one, can get you those specs. It may even get you a longer battery life, but you're going to pay a hell of a lot more money for it. This, with a discount I had, I actually only paid $1,700. So you see the nice feature here. This is a tablet, and this is where it inserts into, and it snaps right in with the magnet. And power switch is on your right here, and it's, you know, loads fairly quickly. So, and I'm using Windows 10 here. And it does have a digitizer pen that comes with it, which is very responsive. It also comes with the welcome pen software, so you can set your pen up, the buttons, and you know, the responsiveness of it. And it comes with some other apps as far as tablet use is concerned, like Sketchpad and your sticky notes. So you have your sticky notes here, and it's pretty responsive. So it's a nice machine, very nice screen, thin, light, durable. And again, like I said, the most important thing to me is having a keyboard that I'm used to. And nothing to me is better than the ThinkPad keyboard, which feels like just writing on any other normal keyboard. Okay? And it has all the bells and whistles. As far as the battery life, that is probably one of the negative parts of it. I'm only getting about 9.5 hours out of it. So that's one of the negatives. It does have a 4-in-1 card reader, as well as 2 USB 3.1 Generation 2 Type-C ports. So I did have to go out and buy a special hard drive so that I can, you know, transfer data and so on. You can see here, but in general, you know, I'll use Dropbox in order to, you know, transfer data over to it. But again, it does have a solid state drive, 1 terabyte, so not too bad. It's got wireless LAN, also LTE enabled, and NFC. So overall, it's fast. It's fairly light. It's a beautiful screen, very responsive. When I take it out of here, it automatically goes into tablet mode, and it'll turn and go into tablet mode. Okay, which I'll use in different settings. So it's a good machine. Configured at what I configured out, the price you're probably gonna be running in the low to middle twos. But you know, compare it to your other devices, your Surface Pro and your Dell, and you know, depending on what you're looking for. I mean, for me, this is the best deal because it meets all my expectations. Keyboard is important to have because right now I'm running with a P51, which is a workstation. I do a lot of heavy video editing and design on there in Adobe, and I don't want to be lugging that around all the time. So this is powerful enough with the i7 8th generation processor, you know, to do what I need to do. I'm running several EMRs on here so that I can, you know, walk around the hospital and, you know, access information and be on the go. So if you have any questions about it, how I, feel about it, other, things, let me know. There is one thing I did find that when I turned it on in the beginning, there was an issue with turning it off and then back on. The light was blinking, but the machine wasn't going on. Held it for 20 seconds here, the power. After 20 seconds, it'll restart. There's also a reset button on here, which you'll find. The reset button you'll find under the kickstand. It's a very tiny hole here. Okay, and that's your reset button. This comes out, this holds the pen. You can take it out just like that and easily put it back in. All right, and again, this is the Core i7 vPro 8th generation. And this has a 13-inch screen, 3K Gorilla Glass. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.